Hi, howdy, welcome back. I am super excited tonight. This is the second night in a row I have gotten to film. I have been doing so much overtime, and since I started overnight, so many things I have to do, that to actually have 2 nights in a row to film is a real treat. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to probably head to the gym after I film a whole bunch of videos tonight, because honestly, switching to overnights has kicked me in the keister. But that's not what you're here for. Okay, guys, if you can't tell by the title of today's video, we are going to be looking at another Chanel quad. Now, this is not a new quad. This is the one that was featured for the 2019 Fall-Winter campaign Noir and Blanc. It is called 332 Noir Supreme. If this is your first time here, though, feel free to hit like. If this is not your first time here, feel free to hit subscribe, then like, either or. But remember, the more people that do, the more people I have to talk to about makeup. And that is literally my whole point of being here. It's just to have other people to talk to about makeup. I've only got like two people I know, 2 friends that even wear makeup. And the rest of my friends are all men. Sorry. Dry air's really kicking up. The guys I can talk to about gardening, but no makeup, they don't give a crap. So, 2019, the end of 2019, beginning of 2020, they ran the Noir and Blanc campaign with Chanel starring Kristen Stewart? I think she's the chick from the Twilight movies. Not positive. I don't watch a lot of TV. But I was actually very captivated by it. It was a very pretty minimalist campaign. It was basically blacks and whites. I think everybody was really expecting a really colorful campaign the way Chanel was going in 2019, and then they kind of hit a curveball out of the park with that one. It was the first time I ever purchased Chanel. I purchased that in Modern Glamour, and I've never purchased any Chanel since either, though. So I guess it would be my one time ever purchasing Chanel, and I bought this and the other quad that I showed you guys. Now, this quad was a little unique compared to most. You'll notice the pans are flat. They're not rounded domes. Most Chanel pans are rounded domes. This one was not. The formula also feels a little different. And then it came with these. Usually it comes with like sponge tip applicators. This one actually came with soft brushes. It was a little surprising, but it was actually a very lovely one. Now, I'm just gonna, swatch these for you so you guys can get an idea. Now, the campaign itself, like I said, was very minimal. I was a little surprised that this was their chosen one, with the theme being Noir and Blanc, since it actually has 3 different colors in it. But this was in conjunction with the Modern Glamour. You got one that's almost like a coppery goldy color, but it's very dark, very subtle. You have the gray. You have what is a very grungy red. And then you have, it's a brown. And it's not really something I would have thought to put together, honestly. But the way they did the campaign, I was so attracted to it. I was like, ooh, it's not really something I would have bought, especially for the price point. Chanel's not cheap. So, but it is what it is. So I thought I would show you guys this one in case you ever run across it or want to pick something up, or even are looking for the color story. This is actually, like, the feel of the eyeshadow itself is definitely a different texture from the Modern Glamour. Yeah, 334. This is 332. Now, I have managed to do 2 or 3 looks with this successfully. It's not exactly an easy quad to use, just because it is very highly pigmented and it is such a dark color story. We're going to start off with the red. And we're going to do 2 different eyes just to show you what the range is with this quad. I will be, like I said, hitting the gym after this, mostly because since I've gone to overnights, I put on a little bit of weight, not wanted weight, but definitely put on some weight, and I am struggling both with sleep and weight and sugar, and honestly, the answer to all of that is exercise. So I am hoping with a little exercise, I will be able to get some of that back on track, or at least the weight. Put on about 10 pounds, which doesn't sound like a lot until you start watching your sugar, and then it feels like a mountain, okay? I don't even know how else to put it. It just feels like a massive, insurmountable number. I'm glad it was only 10. I'm looking to drop it back down, at least for health purposes. This is not going on very well. Let's try a different brush. Let's try fluffy. Fluffier, I should say. Which kind of surprises me, my Sonia Kushnick. It's the brand I get from Target. Actually, it's usually really, really good. As you can see, this was definitely a darker campaign. I don't know how else to put it. See, and it is very pigmented. Let's see if I can find something to blend better. Bigger, the fluffier, the better. Because right now it just looks... That is the thing with Chanel I have learned. It does not necessarily blend well. Least of all if you're using a primer to keep it in place. Same time, it will not last an entire workday if you don't use a primer. So, you know, pick your poison with them, which is probably why I've never really invested in any more Chanel, honestly. How did we end up streaking there? Oh, that doesn't make sense. Doesn't even make sense. And as you can tell, I do not have the skills that clearly the Chanel team did for photos. Let's try the little brushes. See if that helps out any. Like I said, very, very pigmented. Not great for blending though. And you can see right now why I don't wear this one that often, or if I do, I combine this with the Modern Glamour, just because otherwise I look like somebody punched me in the eye. And it's not a matter of not blending, because I have been blending and blending and blending. It's just, it's not, I'm almost inclined to think it has something to do with the Chanel mixing with my primer. Let's try the other one. Should be real easy to show you guys. Now the other look for the other eye, and this is not going to get better, mind you. This is not going to look any less like I've been punched. Like I said, this is kind of a different formula than the other Chanel. I would definitely say this tends to be a little bit, I'm not going to say, it's a little bit more moist. It reminds me like this formula that's in this one. Let's see if I can get this to look right. Okay, that is the coppery gray, the goldy gray, however you want to put it. Definitely has a yellow undertone. And if we grab the other little brush, start adding the brown. Yep, it stays weirdly dark. Does not improve, really. Let's see if we can blend this out better. Not having high hopes, not at all, not at all. How is everybody else's new year going? How are we rocking out 2021, or are we just not? Are we still recouping from 2020? See, and it went on patchy. That's what kills me. And I can blend till the cows come home, but something about the Chanel formula just does not, it does not believe in doing that. I don't know what it is about this formula. It does not seem to like brushes. It does not seem to work well. It's a pretty color story. It's pretty if you can apply it like the Chanel team did for the campaign. As we can see, that's not always possible. This is more smoky. This is definitely more red. That is the best that that's getting, unfortunately. I don't wear this compact often. I don't wear this quad often. As you can see, it does not necessarily blend well. It does not necessarily apply well. And I haven't figured out if it's the Chanel formula or if it's my primer reacting with it. I don't know, but I don't wear it often, which is sad because I think it is a very pretty color story. And if you look at the campaign, it was a very gorgeous campaign, but it's not something that's easily achieved. I think honestly, I can make the look that the campaign had a little easier with a couple of other brands. And there's a reason I have not purchased any more Chanel. It's not exactly what I call a great formula or great application. You'll have to pardon the red cheeks. But I spent some time outside shoveling snow. We had our first snowstorm here, like real snowstorm. Had to get out there and as fair as I am, my cheeks tend to just windburn real quick. Yep. Okay guys, has anybody else tried Chanel? Has anybody else had this problem with the Chanel brand? Or am I the only one who just can't get it to work right? I don't know. I mean, give me a shout out. Let me know. Let me know what you think. I like their spring stuff I'm seeing. It's a lot of pinks. But if it applies like this, I'm probably just going to stick with some other brands. Charlotte Tilbury's always got a nice pinky, peachy, ruddy, whatever going on. Although I feel like that's her only color story anymore. Trying to think. Too Faced will have something pink. Estee Lauder will have something pink. I'm certain Tom Ford will have something available in a pink. It's just, I think it's the formula with Chanel. I don't know. Okay guys, leave some comments down below. Let me know what you thought about this quad. Let me know what you think about the Chanel brand. Just give me some feedback, guys. Do you use this company? No? Yes? Why? Why not? Okay guys, thank you for your time. Have a good night. Rock on with 2021. Remember, be safe, wash your hands, social distancing, wear a mask. Have a good one.